Well, in continuing the trend, of being fucking angry when starting these things, today I was resolutely slighted by my department. And it's because they issued an assignment which, if I were to follow it to the letter, would require me to write a piece of software, a script in Python, which would take a fucking month to run on my hardware, you know? We don't get an API key to their compute cluster, we don't get to do that. We have to run it all locally, put it into a nice little Jupyter notebook, and upload it to their GitLab server such that they can download it, run it, and have it be executed in a timely manner, because Lord knows if it takes 10 minutes for all the code to run, the person being paid minimum wage who has to assess these things is just going to get bored and close it and fail me, you know? I got so mad. I tried to compensate for this in some way, so I start running my algorithm using like parallelized GPU computing, right? So I had to use like CuPy, like CUDA Python, and now obviously any AMD machine's gonna have a hard time, right? On top of that, what we were calculating was the volume of a D ball with a Monte Carlo method, right? Now, the thing about computing a D ball is there's an analytic expression, right? It involves the gamma function. It's like really just push some buttons on a calculator, you get the answer. It's going to be a pretty small number for very large dimensions, but you get the answer, you get it, right? And somehow we need to do that 5-6 times just to make sure we understood it, just to make sure we understood how to fucking do that, you know? And that's all not so bad, right? I mean, sometimes you ask poor questions and then maybe there's a curve, right? Now, I do all this stuff. I work for the entire day to get this assignment in on time, yeah? And then, at midnight, at hand-in, I've just submitted everything in a sort of 80% finished state, but oh well, it's points, right? And then I see a message. I see a message from the lecturer and the staff examining, right? Saying that the deadline has been extended more than 48 hours, right? Which means, okay, so they sent that message at 5:15, right? Just about 9 minutes after I was supposed to take a train to go to a party that my girlfriend and her friends had organized, right? So, because I'm locked in, because I've already cancelled the party, I'm like, you know what, yeah, it sucks. I hate the fact that I'm not going to meet these people for another day, but I need to get these marks in, you know? Like, I was trying to sort of prioritize here, right? And then for them, 9 minutes after that train just blows out of the station, they send a message that I don't see because I'm busy grinding, telling me that I have another 2 days and that I could have just gone to that party with a clear conscience. And then I thought to myself, you overestimated the compute power at the fingertips of all your students, and I don't have a poor laptop, you know, I've got a good one. And it's not enough. It's either you let the thing run for a month, or you let it run for 10 minutes with a very low number of samples, and then you have to hope, you have to wish upon a fish that maybe one of the samples in your sample space is going to land inside that sphere so you can figure out how large it is, right? So it's either wait an eternity or fucking gamble. That's what they're teaching us. The assignment, completing it satisfactorily, amounts to gambling. This assignment was not a game of skill at all, right? It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous, and I'm very angry, and I'm angry about something. I'm rightly angry about something, unlike last week. My God, I wasted so much time on that today. I barely left the flat. Only for them to tell me that it was all, oh, you know, we got another 2 days. 3 people asked about this, and they complained that it was all taught too recently for us to actually learn it, you know. I would have been fine with submitting something in a half-finished state. You know, get the however many points I can scratch out of it, whatever. It doesn't have to be perfect, as long as I pass, right? But this... Fuck me, alright. Enough of that. And now, I'm streaming. It's the middle of the night, it's almost 1 AM. And, what? Come on, where is it? Where the hell is it? Come on, don't do this to me. Alright. Let's go to this folder. Let's find it. Is it even here? Yes, it is! Alright. So, now I'm gonna switch on this. Let's go. This is more or less how I feel. Anyway, hope you get something out of this. Because what I'm getting out of it is a distraction. And also a method of fucking alleviating my anger. God, I'm just very frustrated and very disappointed in my department. I'm sorry. And this is how I imagine they felt when they wrote that message. Anyway, enough from me.
like Nantucket, calling this F how she broke it. Bucket kick until it gives in. Lucky memes still exist, still existing. Soul room can give it to you for a season on food. Best keep begging for a truce. The truth starts bagging every bird in the zoo. Or was it called Bermondsey? I know you're scanning the boots, eyeing up every fucking man. Wanna see if I wanna try you. Alarms 4409, don't try it. Man, I act hard on a diet. No walk, you bitch, don't tell me to cry. Who are you to call me a liar? 5 alarms, 4 AM, don't try it. Man, I act hard on a diet. No walk, still tell me to fry it. Who are you? Man, I act hard on a diet. Man, I act hard on a diet. No walk, still tell me to fry it.
this shit takes me back to the pandemic. I mean, not this track specifically, but just drinking this shit in the middle of the night. Damn. I think I'm gonna do another fucking 10 minutes and then I'm gonna go to bed. I think I'm no longer angry, I'm just tired. I'm gonna finish this though. Maybe more than 10 minutes. Who knows? Who cares?
Can't escape the need to know what the future holds. Waiting for the stars to align. 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 Looking over my shoulder, this is really new to me. Try to picture what's coming. Maybe I don't want this to be. It's feeling much closer, even if I'm afraid to see. Can't escape need to know what the future holds. Waiting for the stars to align.
Fucking waste of a day. Oh, what a waste. What's the bloody point? I'm sorry, but just you are in a position of power over some master students. Please don't be an idiot about what you require them to do. Maybe it is a skill issue. Maybe I just don't know how to optimize something to violate the fucking laws of thermodynamics. Or maybe I just can't be bothered to buy a new computer because every year the tech products get worse and worse. But I'm just tired. I'm tired of these requirements. I'm tired of all these fucking roadblocks, all these fucking hoops that you have to jump through in order to do anything. I'm just tired of it. I just don't fucking care anymore. If I want to know something, I'll find it out, you know? It's frustrating to have to do this when you've got such a clear path in your head of what can happen. It's obvious they just hand this shit out. It's obvious, it's fucking obvious. Like I'm ever gonna have to manually do a Monte Carlo integration, ever. Come on. It's ridiculous, it's fucking ridiculous. They're just looking, they're looking for people who, you know, I don't even know. They're trying to create the next generation of fucking tech executive or something, right? They're not in the business of making physicists, they're in the business of making scientifically literate stenographers. That is the object of this degree, you know? And I'll do it because I want my CV or whatever the hell it is. I want to be able to say I've got a master's degree in physics, right? But knowledge-wise, I'm there. It's just 2 years of tedium to actually get someone else to agree, you know? 2 fucking years of tedium. I'll do it. I'm under no disillusion. I don't care about credits. I don't care about completing 7 billion modules in 1 semester or whatever the hell, right? And there are some people who place a lot of worth on that. Power to them. I don't. If I want to know something, I get a book from the library or off the shelf and I find out about it. I don't care whether or not someone sees me do it. You know? All this fucking credentialism, what has it led to? A bunch of rubes with science degrees telling people lies and being dishonest to them, and fundamentally, despite their degrees, being unable to explain basic concepts. Of course, the trust in the scientific community has declined. We've all gotten stupider. We've all gotten less capable because we've decided, instead of figuring out what the world's made of, we wanted to do neoliberalism for a little while. We wanted to devise mathematical instruments that will enable us to take an apartment away from a single mother of 4. You know? I'm so fucking tired of this. I'm tired. When are we finally gonna wake up from this shit, you know? When is it enough? When is it gonna be enough? When do we realize that maybe our computers can already do everything we want or could ever possibly need them to? When are we gonna realize that it doesn't matter how many fucking parameters ChatGPT has, it's not gonna make us any happier, you know? When are we gonna fucking realize that? When the fuck are we gonna realize that? That's my question. And I think on that note I'm gonna end the stream now, because I'm angry and I'm tired and I've just done an absolute stinker of a set. And yeah. Tiring. Unnecessary. Bloody fucking waste of human effort. Goodbye. Not you, I'm talking about this situation. Thank you very much if you did watch this bloody incoherent, I don't even know what the hell to